Hello, we are going to learn Good King Wenceslas today. Before we do that, let's make sure we get the basics down. Make sure you're sitting in front of your middle seat. Okay? And now, we are going to talk first about how to place your hands. That's actually case by case. There's no general rule like your right thumb on the middle C, your left hand pinky on the lower C. You might think that seems natural, and in a way it is, but when you're learning a song, how to place your hands, that all depends on what the particular song requires. Here's what I mean. We learned this past week, that whatever notes that belong to the top, those are for your right hand. Top meaning the top set of 5 lines. So let's review this first. Your sheet music for piano will almost always have 2 sets of 5 lines connected with a bracket. Top is always for your right hand. Bottom is always for your left hand. So, looking through, it looks like for my right hand, middle C is the lowest note. And looking ahead, I think this is the highest note. G. So, middle C is the lowest note. G is the highest note. G above the middle C. So, looking at how my hand is configured, my right hand is configured, I think it makes sense to use my thumb on the middle C and my pinky on G. What about the left hand? Left hand also looking through. Also when you are reading notes, you have to pay attention to the clefs, okay? So your left hand notes belong to the bass clef. And looking through, it looks like this seems to be the highest. What is this note on the bass clef? This note is the middle C. And then this seems to be the lowest. This is, according to the diagram on page 2 of the keyboard and musical notation handout, that is a G. G below the middle C, it's visually lower, right? G is placed on the first space from the top. So this is the highest note for the left hand. This is the lowest note for the left hand. So it seems to make sense that because of how your left hand is configured, use the thumb for the highest. And just place each finger on one note, and then your G gets the pinky. Okay, so for this song, the hand placement will be something like this. Do you see? The thumb, both thumbs are placed on the middle C. That's because the song requires it. The right hand starts from the middle C, and a little bit later your left hand will be playing the middle C as well. Okay? Remember, you have to read both sets of 5 lines connected with the bracket simultaneously, like this. So it means the first 6 notes to be played here, right hand, and then after that your right hand is not doing anything, but your left hand takes over. When you get here, you move here. So after this note, the middle C on the left hand, the note to be played is actually the right hand on the same middle C. So your left hand needs to shift a little bit to make space for your right hand. Now let's talk about the meter. So I'll leave it to you to read the rest of the notes. So actually this book gives you the finger number, little 4. Okay. 4 is the ring finger. Okay, and for both hands. And where else do they give you finger number? Oh yeah, you see? We figured this out on our own, but they do want you to place your pinky, right hand pinky, on the G. Okay, so you read the notes, you figure out how to place your hands, and what else do you have to figure out? It's the meter. It's 4/4. That means your blank measure, blank meaning the measure without any notes, should feel like actually not just blank measure, but the whole song should feel like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. Yeah. These notes with white note heads, what do they mean? Why are they white versus black? If you need to know the answer, review page 3 of the keyboard and musical notation handout for me. But these are half notes. That's why I stayed here for 2 beats. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, then I moved on. Why? Because they are twice as long. They are twice as long as the quarter note, 1 quarter note. Okay, so I'm actually going to play up to here so that you can see me switch my hands around on the middle C. So I'm going to count 1 blank measure and then I'll start. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, so I did something wrong. Before you start playing, your hands should be ready on the keyboard, okay, so that you don't have to really hurry and jump on like I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, like that. Okay, thank you guys.